Okay, so starting today, this is what we're going to shift to. So I recorded how to do the 7-step funnel system, and in the training, I'll break it down even more so that all of our new coaches are on the same page with everything. But on top of doing the 7-step funnel system, obviously there's things that are left out in it. But so this is going to be what you do for your power hour, okay? And obviously you can add on, like as you start getting more coaches and you need to make more duplicatable systems, then you can add more onto it later, but that's just like the extra fluff. So until you get the basics down, which is what's on this activity tracker and what's on the 7-step funnel system, like get these down packed, and the 4 vital behaviors should be ingrained into your brains. And until that happens, don't add anything else until you have it down, okay? So the first one's be proof of the product, one of the vital behaviors. So I'm going to be specific and write down what flavor of Shakeology I had and what workout I did for the day. So like today I did resistance 1, and that's what I'm going to write in here. And then the next one's personal development. So I'm going to be specific, and I'm going to write down what I listened to or what I read that has to do with personal development for that day. And the cool thing about this is it has a goal for yourself and how much, and you want to push yourself, because if you're just trying to do the bare minimum, you're going to stay the way you are. But I found that if you really push yourself and go above and beyond and set scary expectations, it goes along with the quote, if you shoot for, or if you aim for the moon, at least you'll land among the stars. So that's what I always think of when I think of setting scary goals, because even if it's scary and it's huge, at least I know that I'm going to take the steps to get to that big goal. So at least I'll be that much closer to it. So, and progress is progress. And by setting mediocre goals, you're probably just going to keep where you're at right now. So you really need to push yourself when you set goals for yourself. So make them scary. Okay. So personal development, it says do 10 minutes. I try to personally do a half hour to an hour. And that's from like anything from like reading, listening to podcasts, listening to national wake-up calls on my phone over my speaker while I'm cleaning my house. Like, don't make it overcomplicated. Do not make it overcomplicated. Then stay connected. So make sure you're getting on your Team Beachbody account and you're checking the coach monthly, you're checking the coach breaking news, you're checking the national wake-up calls if you missed it and listen to it, and that you're checking our team Facebook page and our message group. And now it's going to be in addition to the challenge group app. So like make sure that you're checking those every single day. And that's why it's on this checklist, is because it is important to keep updated. And a lot of times I'll try to update you guys in the team page. So a lot of times if you don't know what's going on, if you go to the team page, I have there what's going on. So when in doubt, check out our team Facebook page. Then new contacts. So any of those new friend requests that you send and they accept them back, I want you to add them now to this 7-step funnel list. So just type them in, any friend accepts that you have, type them in to the bottom of your list and start that 7-step funnel system with them. The next thing is invite to join to a challenge group and or fit club, one of our free groups. Just one of the vital behaviors is invite. So it says to invite 2 to 5 people a day. If you really want to push yourself, I tend to try to invite at least 5 to 10 people a day, every single day. So to each their own, and everybody has their different goals. I'm trying to build my business quicker than I was. Oh, it's okay. We'll have to wipe it off, okay? Because it's a mess. Go get a baby wipe and wipe it off. So it depends on where your goals are and what your goal is financially, physically, whatever. you're going to want to set your goals different. And I like to say 5 to 10 because I know that by inviting 5 to 10 people, I'll easily be able to make Success Club 5 or 10 by the end of the month if I'm inviting that many people. Because they say out of every 10 people you invite, one of them is going to say yes. So that's just a rule of thumb for you guys. But you want to make sure too when you're inviting people that you aren't just inviting them, and if they say no, you don't drop them off the face of the earth. Like, just keeping their friend too, because I know I don't like to be salesy, and I like to be a real friend, and I like to show them that I am a friend, because that's what I am first and foremost, as a friend. Okay, so the next one is invite to learn about the business. And this one, they say 2 to 5 people every single day. So you can invite them to a webinar. You can invite them to our coaches sneak peek. By the way, that is going to be that first Monday of April. So the 5-day sneak peek is going to be that first, so the 4th through the 8th of April. That's when that's going to be. So you guys can start inviting people to join in on that. And depending on what you guys want, you guys can make your own. I can do one on Facebook like I did with the event, and I just post daily videos in the event. And then you guys can go through and private message the people that you invited to the group later and ask them how it went and if they have any questions about it.
So real quick, so what is that exactly?
So what it is, it's like a 5-day, basically it's like a little inside of what coaching is. So if anybody has wondered what coaching is or asked you about coaching at all, you can invite them to this group because it's 100% free. It's 5 days, and I just post one short, like 5 to 10 minute video explaining aspects of the business. So like I have a breakdown of what it costs to become a coach, what different types of coaches there are, what it costs to be a coach, what we do as coaches, how much we can make as coaches, like basically anything that you can think of questions that have to do with coaching. I've made videos for every single one, and it just breaks it down into 5 days. So like if they're busy working, they can check it at night and they comment underneath when they finished it. So it's pretty cool. That's what I've been doing. So if you guys want to do that, if you guys even want to see what it's like the first time around, you guys can. And then the next time you guys can make your own videos and do your own groups. The thing I like about the My Challenge tracker is that you have to get their contact information. So you have to get their email in order to send them a link to join the group. So I like that, but right now the app is only available to Android users and iPhones. So, and the reason being is we found out why on the cruise is it's easier to come up with apps for iPhone because it's so user friendly, and there's so many different things that they have to do with different cell phone types, and the iPhone's the easiest to do, and then the Droid, and then eventually they're gonna make it to where you can get it for Samsung. But that's why. So that's why I kind of want to stick to Facebook on that one for now, and eventually transition over to just the challenge group app for that. So that way we get their information, like their email address, because you have to have their email address in order to send them an invite to that. So okay. Then the next one is follow up with customers, prospects, any new coaches. So if you have somebody that says, oh, well, I don't get paid until such and such date, then you can say, oh, well, do you want me to check back in with you on this date? And something that helps me with that is, I showed you guys this before, but I have this huge calendar that I got at, I think it was Office Depot in Idaho Falls. It was like $4, and I bought that. And so anybody that I need to follow up with, I'll write their name on the date. So then when I get to this point, I look at my calendar, see if I need any follow up with anybody, and I follow up with that person. So makes it easier, makes it quicker. So then the next one is existing customers check-in. So you're going to check your challenge groups. The nice thing about the challenge group app is when I was gone, I was able to create all the posts for why I was gone, and it automatically posts them in the group. So at night, all I had to do was check into my groups. So at this point in the game, if you aren't switched over to the app, you're going to need to post in your challenge groups or post in the sneak peek groups and check your emails, send out invites to your challenge groups for the people that have bought challenge packs. You're going to want to send that email with their code to get into the challenge group app. So that's when you're going to do all that. And you can make phone calls, like you can call your coaches. You can call your customers and get like measurements and stuff from them. You can send messages and say, hey, I haven't gotten your measurements or your pictures yet. That's going to be your time to do all that stuff with your challenge groups. Then the last one on there is connect with your team. So you're going to join in on team calls. You're going to post in your team Facebook pages any updates or anything new that you have. You're going to post in your Coach Basics groups, or that's our New Boss Bootcamp. That's what our Coach Basics is the New Boss Bootcamp group that I'm going to plug you guys into today. Then you're going to make phone calls to your coaches. Even if they're discount coaches, you can shoot them a text and say, hey, I was just thinking about you, wanted to check in and see how you were doing. Something so simple, and yet that is why it's there, because obviously it's important. Otherwise, they wouldn't have had it on the business activity tracker. So then down here, it actually has stuff that you can write and type, who you followed up with and what they said, so that you can keep track of it that way. Then at the end of the week, you can tally how many new contacts you added to your list. So whenever you get new friend accepts, so that's your new contacts. So I'm not going to add anybody to my new contact list unless they accept me as a friend, because you can send out a gajillion invites to friends, but until they accept it, you aren't going to be friends. So I'm not going to add them to my 7-step funnel system list until they've accepted that. And so I'm going to go through and I'm going to add up how many people. So at the end of the day, before I go to bed, I'm going to type in how many people accepted for the day, or we can go back for our power hour and check how many we got from yesterday and write it in that way too, which is probably what I'm going to do. So I just stick to my morning schedule, my morning ritual. So then you're going to go through and you're going to tally up how many new contacts you have, how many new customers you have, how many new coaches you got for the week, how many Success Club points you've gotten, and how much in commissions and bonuses, like Team Cycle bonuses, when you guys become Emerald coaches. That's where you're going to plug all that in so that you can also keep track of your income to see where you're at with that. So it's pretty awesome. And you can enter the week up here. And I believe once you download this in a PDF, then you can actually just type it in and you can keep it digitally. So that's nice too. So anyways, that's what the business activity tracker is. So we'll probably stick to this, and we'll stick to the 7-step funnel system for our power hour from now on. So when we do our power hour, this is probably what we're going to do right here. And then at the end, we'll check into our 7-step funnel system. So, and you guys can look at that more, and you can go back and watch that video that I did this morning with Brianna, and you can see how that works. And it has the steps, like literally step by step, and exactly what you need to do for those two. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just have to go do it. So my goal is to do 10 people or 10 new people on the funnel system every day, and then my business activity tracker, and that's what I'm going to do every single day. So that is what I do, actually, in a long, elongated answer. There you go. That's what I do. And then I obviously get that's part of the business activity tracker. Literally, if you are filling out and doing everything on the business activity tracker, I promise all of my coaches that you will hit Success Club. You'll start getting new coaches, and you will start seeing a lot more engagement in your challenge groups. So one thing that I do, I don't know why it's not on there. Oh, it does. It does have it. Why did I skip over that one? I had social media. I didn't see that one. So it does have a social media one, and it says 3 posts per day: personal, health, fitness, motivational. So if you're doing literally everything on this business activity tracker every single day, you will start hitting Success Club. But the key is you have to be consistent. Like, I don't care if your freaking dog dies or your kid's throwing up all over you. Like, have your husband watch them for like an hour. And even if you have to break up your power hour into like 15-minute increments throughout the day, like, do it. Like, just get it done. Put your excuses aside and get your butts to work, because I know you can do it. And that's what I do to be consistent. So there you have it. There's my chewing out for you guys for the day.
Okay, so real quick, I have a question. So when you say like adding friends,
Yes.
like, do you just like go through and just like add all sorts of random people? Like how do you do that? How do you pick people to add to your friends?
That is a great question, and I'm glad I'm recording this so that anybody can watch this. Okay, so when adding new people, and I'm actually going to make a video about that, right? Because that's a great question. So see these great questions? I have note cards now, so when you guys ask questions, I'm going to write them down and make videos, because 90% of the time somebody's already asking that same question, and I don't know why I didn't make a video in the first place. So in answer to your question, so I know, Ashley, that you're in like groups that have to do with yourself. So you need to find things that interest you. So whether it be like crafts, like I like to do crafts. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but I like making things. I like making things, and I like spending time with my kids, and I like traveling. So you can, and I'm a mom, obviously. So I'm in a lot of mom groups on Facebook. So try to find like mom groups in random places. So like, I want to eventually move somewhere warm. So I'm in like an Arizona mom page, and I know it's 100% random. So like, I'm in an Arizona mom page. I hope that one day I'll rub off on Jordan and we'll actually move somewhere warm. But I doubt it, but I always keep the faith. So I'm in like a Ryrie mom page. Ashley's in that group too. So like, I'm in all these different groups. And so what I do is I go to those groups, and anybody that's commented on like my questions that I've asked in those groups, or I've commented and given them advice, I will send them a friend request. And when they accept it, I will send them a message saying like, hey girl, thanks for the ad. I hope you don't think it's weird that I added you, but I just noticed that we have quite a bit in common. And whatever group you added them from, you can say, and I noticed that we're in the same whatever group it's in. So I figured we could help each other with more advice, because I'm always up for new friends. And 99% of the time, people don't even care. And obviously, if they did care, they wouldn't add you as a friend. So I've never had negative feedback with that yet. So that's how you do that. And then you start the 7-step funnel system with them. See? Look at that. 7-step funnel system all the way. But that's how I've been doing it. And I used to think, and you can always work your Facebook list too, but just always make sure that, and like we've gotten in talks about this, like inviting the same people from, like if you see that they have a mutual friend as a Beachbody coach. But in all honesty, like I don't want people like poaching people from other coaches, because like I know me and Ashley Bowen, I guess there's 2 Ashleys on here. So me, Ashley Bowen, and Savannah, like we all went to the same high school, but we all have like different groups of friends. But so like we all have like the same mutual friends. So whatever, like I don't care if you invite people that I've invited, like I don't care, like I'll find someone else. Honestly, like that's my like mentality. And the thing is so Megan Gutke got quite like she had a training on how we needed to watch, like make sure that when you go to add somebody as a friend, they don't have any like Beachbody friends as coaches. And, you know, like that is a lot of work to do. But that's why, like, you go to like these random like pages, like I'm in an Arizona mom group and stuff like that. And so that's why I say do that. But where we have so many mutual friends, like I just say like invite, and just make sure when you are talking and building relationships with these people, like make sure that they don't already have a coach that they're working with. And a nice, easy way to do that is like you talk about your challenge groups when you send a challenge group invite. Like I have a script in the documents on our team page with the exact script that I send out for invites. And normally if you ask, they'll ask like what a challenge group entails, and you tell them and they'll say, oh, and then normally they'll say, oh, I already have a program I'm doing, or yeah, I'm interested in doing it. And then you explain more. But a lot of times when they say I already have a program, then that is the perfect opportunity for you to ask if they're already working with another coach. Like just kick it in the pants and just get done with it and just say, oh, well, you already have this, or you're already working with a coach. And it's an easy way to get that question out of the way, especially where me and Ashley Bowen and Savannah have a lot of mutual friends because we went to high school together. Like that's the easiest way to get that done. So just ask that question conversation if you do have mutual friends with other coaches. So that's how to do that. Because there has been people that have been poached. I think that's the word, poached, taken, swiped. I don't know what you want to say, but they have been swiped. Like for me, I've had customers who other coaches have had them switch underneath them. And, you know, like I used to be bitter about it, but at the same time, like if my customer wanted to switch underneath a coach, like obviously there's a reason for it, and I'm not going to get butthurt about it. I'm just going to find somebody else. Like that sounds horrible to say, but like I literally am going to just find somebody else to fill their spot. And that's kind of the mentality you have to have with this business, especially where we're in a smaller area. And that's why it's important to reach out from people in other areas. So anyways, hopefully does that answer your question, Ashley? I hope so. Because I always seem to go off on tangents, and you guys should probably just like slap me. But
you're good.
So yeah, that's how that's how I find new people, is by doing that. And like I said, I've never had a problem with anybody adding me from those groups, as long as you're just straight up honest when you add them as a friend. So anyways, that's what I do for my power, and that's what we're going to switch over to. So as far as the coach training goes, that's going to switch a little slightly. So I'm going to have to make some videos today. You want a treat? Mm-hmm. Okay, just a minute. So do you guys have any questions about how that works? So as far as today goes, like get your business activity tracker done and start the 7-step funnel system with 10 people. Well, 5 to 10 people, whatever you guys want to do. That's up to you guys. It says, I'm kind of mad that it says like 2 to 5 people, because I want you guys to push yourselves, because I know where everybody wants to get. And so I really think that you guys should be doing 5 to 10 people. That's my personal opinion. Take it for what it's worth, but I know what it takes to hit Success Club, and that's how you do it, 5 to 10 people. So, and something that Scotty Hobbs shared with me on the cruise is, I said, how in the crap do you hit Success Club before the 15th of every month? And it's not just 5, he hits 10 in his and Gabby's account. And so I asked him how the heck he does it, and he says that he acts like the 15th of every month is the last day of the month, and that's how he does it. He's like, I saw it in by like hardcore that first like 2 weeks, and so I tried it this month, and I'm already at Success Club 8 this month. So, and I didn't send out any challenge group invites the whole week I was on the cruise. I was just building relationships while I was on the cruise. So just so you know, it really works. So, but at the same time, like once you hit 5 or 10, like don't stop because there's more people that need help. So keep going. Like don't stop. Don't lose the momentum. Just keep being consistent. So even if you are only inviting like 3 people a day, at least be consistent with your 3 people. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Anyways, so that's my spiel for you guys. Sorry. I'm me. I just talk and I have all this information I want to get out. And so there you go. And now I have 2 YouTube videos I have to upload today.
All right.
But do you guys have any questions about it? Because I know the other Ashley, like how do you guys want to keep your guys separated? Do you want me to just call Ashley McCann Ashley and then Ashley Ash or Ashley Bowen? I don't know what you want to go by.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
Or we could call you Spaz. We could do that too.
I'm good. I feel like you just always like naturally call me Ash as it like already.
Yeah.
Like that's what you always call me. So I mean, it's up to you.
Okay. If you're okay with Ash, I just don't like. Some people don't like the short names, but if you're good with that, I do call you that all the time. So I apologize if you don't like it. I call you it anyways.
So when you pop on your name, type in Ash. That way she'll call you Ash.
Well, I call her Ash anyways normally. Unless it's just like me and her, then I'll call her Ashley. I want a treat. Go say I want your show and I'm almost done, okay? I'm just going to say bye and then we'll be all done. Hey, sweetie. What? Candy. I don't even know if we have any candy. Do we have candy? Where is it?
You know, some bananas with peanut butter is pretty good. That's a good treat.
It is a good treat. I need to make some Shakeology. Do you want me to make us some Shakeology? Okay. Compromise. Treat. Shakeology.
Yeah, that's close enough to a treat for me.
I know, me too. I want something sweet and yummy. Oh, I'll have another Shakeology today.
That's like my struggle every day. Except I ran out of shakes, so I have to order more.
Oh, dang. Well then.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'm getting down there.
Yeah. Okay, so I did make a video yesterday. I've been trying to figure out how to upload it onto YouTube because I tried the iMovie on my desktop. So I'm still trying to figure out how to upload or move it to upload it on YouTube. So hopefully I get that done. But I made a video on why it's important to get to Emerald rank and the benefits of being Emerald. So watch for that because that's probably going to go in the training too. So as soon as I figure out how to upload it, because I'm an idiot when it comes to stuff like that. So Jordan's like, just watch some YouTube videos, and I'm all, okay. Like, I won't be home till later to help you.
I know. That's how I'm like, my husband needs to figure out everything for me because I'm special. But
Me too.
so real quick for the 10-day training. So we do this whole power hour every morning.
Yes, every single morning. And just to clear the air, we're going to do it at 8 o'clock every morning no matter what. So I'm going to do it with or without any of you. Like, I'll log in. If nobody logs in within, like, the first 10 to 15 minutes without you guys telling me that, like, I don't know, your cat died or your kids are being fussy, like if you guys let me know, then I'll hop on a little bit later. Like, I'll still plug in, but I'm going to start at 8 every single day. So I'm consistent so that you guys can start becoming more consistent with me. Because that's something that I was told in a diamond training that I'm in that really helps coaches is by having that set time every single day and just getting it done and being done with it. So I was told to do it, so I'm doing what I told. So I'm telling you guys what it takes to be successful. So if you guys want to hop on with me, do it. Okay, 8 o'clock every morning. I'm not changing that anymore. And team calls every Thursday. This team call on Thursday is going to be really good. Because guess what? I read a whole book in one day. 260 page. Yeah, right? That's a lot for me.
What book? Ow,
Yeah, so that's what the call is going to be about.
Okay, so what time is that on Thursdays? Is that at 8?
Team call is 10, power hour 8. So we'll do power hour 8, team call 10 every single Thursday. And power hour will always be at 8 o'clock in the morning every single day. Okay.
And then on Monday at 9 a.m., it's the National Wake Up Call.
Yes. Yep. Then Monday at 9 is National Wake Up Call. So it's probably going to kick us off. So if you guys have any questions, post it in the group chat or in the Facebook page. And I am going to restart the training today. So make sure that you're looking. I'm going to have to double up one of the days, so just watch out for which day I double up on. So,
Okay.
guys good?
Yes.
And Ash, when do you want to do your one-on-one? Do you want to just do it right after?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just hop back on when we get kicked off. Okay.
Okay.
You good?
Yep.
Have a good day.
Okay. See you later, guys.
See you in 2 seconds.
Yep.